Still to come in part 2 of the secret life of the Paradise Riflebird. We explore the vital role that water plays in the survival of the forest inhabitants, the threats they face from the forest floor and from the skies. The role that vocalizations play in establishing and dominating territories. How a plumage that has fascinated the scientific world plays a critical role in seduction. And a glimpse into the world of ballerina dancing, the unique and impressive courtship display of the Paradise Riflebird. Join us for part 2 of Riflebird, an Australian bird of paradise. Queensland's subtropical rainforest, where climatic conditions can be extreme. Days or weeks of torrential rain in the wet season are often followed by long periods of dry. In conditions this harsh, survival is the name of the game. Southeast Queensland's wet season can deliver more than 300 millimetres of rain in a single day. This deluge fuels fresh growth, while the perpetual decay of fallen plants recycles nutrients back into the forest. A cycle of death and renewal. By contrast, the dry season brings scarcity. Water becomes precious, and even the smallest pools are critical for survival. After months of drought, these shrinking waterholes become magnets for life. Forest inhabitants nervously arrive one by one. A quick drink, a brief bath, and then a hasty retreat into the safety of the forest. Caution is wise, as wet feathers may compromise a rapid escape. Bathing is essential for feather care. It's also a vulnerable time for birds, as waterholes are a regular haunt for predators. Safety in numbers pays off. Many birds wait for others before taking the plunge. Some arrive in pairs, one keeping watch while the other drinks or bathes. Even species that seldom visit water may eventually be forced to descend after days of searing heat. Threats come in many forms. Snakes are ever present, some capable of striking at lightning speed. The careless pay the ultimate price. This satin bellbird has fallen victim to a carpet python. A grisly end, but a welcome meal for the predator. Threats are not only terrestrial. Forest birds also fall victim to predation from the sky. Raptors need to eat regularly, and all forest dwellers need to remain vigilant. The powerfully built grey goshawk is a specialist bird hunter. Waiting patiently near waterholes and streams, they swoop with razor-sharp talons and deadly accuracy. Spending most of their time in the canopy, riflebirds seldom descend to the ground. But during warm spells, they may come down to drink, taking the opportunity to bathe and preen. When you're this handsome, every feather must be kept in pristine condition. Feather care is especially critical during the annual molt, after the breeding season. During this time, with a compromised ability to fly, riflebirds tend to quietly retreat into cover until the molt is complete and it's time to shine once again. Each season in the forest marks the beginning of the breeding cycle for a host of species. Australian log runners stake their claim from the leaf litter. Dry season breeders give way to their wet season counterparts. Some calls are soft and delicate, like the canopy-loving rose robin. Others are far-carrying, such as the mostly terrestrial noisy pitter. Queensland's subtropical rainforests seem to host their own talent show, where only the best voice wins the prize. In the lead-up to the wet season, birdsong echoes through the forest. Territories are staked and defended through an intricate language of sound. Songs and calls shaped over millennia strengthen the bond between pairs. But there's another primary reason for calls: the struggle for dominance. Paradise riflebirds may not be songsters, but their rasping calls cut through the rainforest. This male, freshly moulted into his glossy adult plumage, is quite the show pony. Flicking his tail is a hint that he's ready to challenge for dominance. Riflebirds possess a surprising range of calls, guttural grunts and sharp rasps. Disputes between rival males may stimulate a seldom witnessed piping call. But it's the breeding season that the male riflebirds need to be at their vocal best. The season he gets to compete for females, establishing his dominance over rival males. Several suitable trees are chosen within his territory, and he limbers up in readiness for the contest. High in the canopy on a carefully selected limb, he prepares to deliver his explosive rasping call, heralding his readiness to breed. Melodic he's not, but for sheer effort he takes the prize. Tension is high as any movement in the surrounding canopy could be a potential suitor. His bright yellow gape is designed for seduction. Details are important if magic is to take place. Every ounce of energy is used to deliver the call time and again in the quest to lure a female to his perch. Feathers on the crown stand erect, the iridescent waistcoat flares, and his gorget glows with shifting greens and blues. Every feather is used for maximum effect. He'll call his heart out with every fibre of his being for the next 100 days or more. All this to ensure that it's his DNA that's carried by future generations. For the forest inhabitants, mortality in the first year can be as high as 90%. For the few that survive, life holds a challenge greater than survival itself. It's time to find a mate, build a nest, and raise the young. For many, success depends on the brightest plumage. But for some species, they have a few extra tricks up their sleeve. In the shadows of the forest, a different kind of competition unfolds. Elaborate displays of seduction, each one refined by countless generations. As if a glamorous plumage and alluring calls weren't enough. Riflebirds are renowned for something even more impressive. Something they're imprinted to do from birth. Their incredible courtship display. This dance of seduction takes place on an exposed limb beneath the forest canopy. Attention-seeking is the name of the game, and only the best will do. Patience is paramount to success, and if in doubt, call again. He's in a state of readiness, but there will be many false starts and unanswered calls. This time, a false alarm, an inquisitive immature male bringing momentary confusion. A brief vocal volley is enough to evict the young imposter. He continues to belt out his far-carrying invitation. And then, the moment he's been waiting for. A female approaches. Instantly, the show commences, wings are raised, and the gyrating begins. Known as the ballerina dance, this display is a masterpiece of choreography. Females choose their mates based on the precision and quality of the performance. Yet even with all this effort, most attempts end in disappointment. The female departs, leaving the male to call and display once more, pouring out his energy in the hope of another chance. Across hundreds of hours, he may succeed in mating with one or more females. But that's where his contribution ends. Nest building, incubation, and raising the chicks falls entirely to the female, often high up in a tangle of ferns or epiphytes. For much of the year, male and female riflebirds live separate lives, their brief association limited to this season of dance and display. It seems that riflebirds glean their dancing moves from their parents at an early age, passing on the skills to the next generation. Many years ago, on a misty morning, I witnessed some youngsters taking turns to practice on an exposed stump. Uncoordinated, comical, yet unmistakably learning the craft. With a few more seasons of practice, they should be experts, or at least that's the plan. Shortly after, I stumbled upon something even more remarkable. Several immature Paradise Riflebirds were lined up along a power pole, accompanied by a breeding male. As if attending a line dancing class, they practiced together. To my amazement, the adult male descended to join them. Perhaps it was the presence of two females in the group that sparked his interest. Whatever the reason, it was a magical moment, and one I may never witness again. That misty morning left a lasting impression. This is what riflebirds were born to do. We have glimpsed something of the intimate life of one of Australia's most flamboyant birds. A bird that lives at lofty heights, searching the canopy for seasonal foods. A bird that's hanging on for its very existence. We've marvelled at its beguiling beauty and the extraordinary courtship ritual that ensures another generation. The 2 decades I've spent locating and filming this flamboyant bird have been challenging and yet rewarding. There's still much to learn. Sadly, unrelenting habitat loss and fragmentation, driven by a rapidly expanding human footprint, casts a long shadow over their future, and indeed many forest dwellers. The complex and wonderful life cycle of a riflebird should highlight the urgency to conserve these wonderful places. Affording protection to the forests upholds the delicate balance of life in our precious and fragile ecosystems. The study of these special birds compels us to preserve the remnants of forest, to ensure that the Paradise Riflebird continues to dance in the treetops for generations to come.